1, 2. Test 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Folks, we're going to get the auction started here. Just a few housekeeping notes. The only terms and conditions that I have in the event of a tie bid, while I'll open it up between those two bidders and those two bidders only. Helping me today is, as always, Bill Kleinschmidt and Brad Kreshock. You can turn your bids into any one of them throughout the sale. We do have online bidding. We do have some absentee, some phone bids, so just bear with us. We're mic'd up here pretty extensive, so we'll see how we get through this deal. Obviously, we'll start with the beef, and we'll go right through your brochure. There is some spots left at York and Henderson, I believe. Correct, Bill? Some spots open at those butcher shops at York and Henderson, so keep that in mind. Are you good on your end? Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and get started right into beef. Lot number 1 is going to be Jarrett Potoff right here. This is your 4-H champion market steer. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 1 is going to be Jarrett Potoff. Here is your 4-H champion market right here. And how many dollars right here? He'll give 3,000 there. Hit 3,000 here. Now I'm going to get a 31, 2. Now I'm going to get a 2 and 3. Now I'm going to get a 3,300 here. Now I'm going to get a 300 there. Now I'm going to get a 3,300 now 4. Hit 3,400 there. Now I'm going to get a 4 and 5. Now I'm going to get a 35 and 600 there. Now I'm going to get a 600 now 7. 37 now 8. 800 there now 9. Now $4,000. Hit $4,000 here. Now I'm going to get a 4,000 there. Now I'm going to get a $4,000 now 41. 4,100 now 2. Hit 4,200 there. Now I'm going to get a dollar down here. Now I'm going to get a 200 there now 3. 43 now 4. Now I'm going to get a 4,400 there. You're out, Bill. 44. 4,400 there. Do we get a 3 and 4? Do we get a 4,400 there? Do we get a 44? Now 5. New fire. 45. Now 600. Now 7. Now do we get a 4,700 there? Do we get a 700 to buy? Do we get a 4,700 now 8? Now do we get 800 there? Do we get 800 there? Take a half. 47.50. Hit 47 half now 8. Now do we get 800 there? Do we get 800 to buy? Do we get a 4,800 there? Do we get 800 to buy? Anybody else want to do it? All internets are out. 4,800. Anybody else want to try it? Sold 47.50 right over there. 47.50. Put it on buyer 147. Certified Trucking, thank you very much. Certified Trucking. In the barn, Lisa. Get it. All right, lot number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Lot number 2 is going to be Hutchingle. Hutchingle, this is your 4-H Reserve Champion Carcass right here. Lot number 2, and how many dollars? We get a who give 3,000 there, 31. Now 2, hit 32 and 3. Now we get a 300 there. Now we get a 32 and 3. Now we get a 3 and 4. Now we get a 400 there. Now we get a 3,400. 3,400 there. Now we get a 400. Now 5, 35, 600 there. Hit 600 there. Now we get a 3,600. 3,600 there. Now we get a 600 to buy. All internets are out. Now 7, 37. Now 8, 800 there. Now we get a 3,800. Now 9, hit 3,900. Now $4,000. Now 41, 4,100 there. Now 2. Now we get a 200 there. Now we get a 2 and 3. Now we get a 4,300 there. Now 4, hit 4,400 there. Now we get a 4,400. You want to do a half? 43.50. Hit 4,300 here now. Hand up, we get a dollar down here. Do we get out of buy? Do we get a 43.5? Anybody else want to try at 43.50? Yes or no? One time. Sold 43. Said sold 4,300. 128. 4,300. 128. Mum, hey, thank you, mums. Appreciate her. Lot number 3. Lot number 3. Devin Geiger right here. In the barn. Lot number 3, Devin Geiger, you bet, right here. And how many dollars right here? Get 4,000 there. Hit $4,000 here to get a 4,000. $4,000 here to get a 4,000 there to get a $4,000 here to get a 4,000. I'm get a 35, 600 there. Now 7, 3,700 there to get a 700 to buy. Now wait, now do we get 800 there? Down 9, 39. Now $4,000, 4,000. Now 1. Now do we get a 1 and 2? Do we get a 4,200 there? Down 3. Hit 43 and 4. Now do we get a 4,400 there? Do we get a 4,400? Yes sir. 43 and 4. Do we get a 400 there? Take a half. 43.50. Hit 4,300 here now. Hand. We get out of bound. We get a 43 down to bound. We get a 43.50. Anybody else want to do her? 43 and a half. 43.50. Sold 4,300 your way, Bill. 4,300 your way. Front row buyer number 142. Dorchester Farmers Co-op. Thank you very much. Lot number 4. Lot number 4. Kylie Oldehoff right here. You bet. Lot number 4. And how many dollars right here do we get to the bottom? We get a 35,600 on her. Hit 35, 6 and 7. Now do we get a 3,700 there? Do we get a 700? Now wait. 3,800. Now 9. 3,900. Now $4,000. Now 41. Hit 41 and 2. Now we get a 200 there. Now 3. Now we get a 4,300 there. Now 4. Now do we get a 44 and 5? Now we get a 500 there. Do we get a 500 there? Now 600 there. Hit 4,600 there. Do we get a 600 to buy? Now we get a 4,600 there. Take a half. 45.50. Hit 4,500 here. Now hand. We get out of buy. We get a dollar down here. Do we get out of bound? Do we get a 45 and 50? Anybody else want to do her? Now 4,600. Hit 4,600 here. Do we get a 600 there? Do we get a 4,600 there? Do we get a 600 to buy? Do we get a 45 and 50 down? 600 there. Do we get a 4,600 there? Do we get a 600 to buy? Sold 45.50. Your way, Bill. 45.50. 149. 149. Generation Bank. Thank you very much. Generation Bank. Lot number 5's Cooper Lefevre. Lot number 5, Cooper Lefevre, right here, 35, 600 there. Hit 35, 600 there. Now 7. Now do we get a 700 there? Do we get a 700 to buy? Do we get a 3,700 there? Now do we get a 700 to buy? Do we get a 3,700 there? Do we get a 7? Now wait. Now 9. Now $4,000. Hit $4,000 here. Do we get a 4,000? 4,000. Now 1. You're out in the back. 4,100. Now 2. Do we get a 42 and 3? Do we get a 300 there? Do we get a 4,300? You're out in the back again. 4,300. Hit 4,300 there. Now 4. Now do we get a 44 and 5? Now we get a 4,500 there. Now 600 there. Now we get a take 45.50. Hit 45.50 there. Do we get a 500 here? Do we get out of buy? Do we get a 45.50 to buy? Yes, sir. 45.50. Anybody else want to do her? 45.50 one time? Sold 4,500 right over there. 163. 4,500. 163. Heinisch and Lovegrove. Thank you very much. Lot number 6. Lot number 6. Betsy Potoff right here. Lot number 6. And how many dollars right here? 35, 600 there. Hit 6 and 7 out. We get a 700 there now. Wait. We get 800 there now. 9. We get a 3,900 there now. $4,000. $4,000 here. Do we get a 41 out? We get a 100 there. Do we get a 41 and 2? Do we get a 200 down 3? Hit 4,300 there. Do we get a 300 to buy? Do we get a 42 and 3? Do we get a 300 there? Do we get a 4,300? 300 there. Do we get a 42 and 3? Take a half. 42.50. Hit 4,200 here now. Hand. Do we get out of buy? Do we get a 42 and a half? Now 3. Now 3 and a half. Now do we get a 350 to buy? Do we get a 43 half? Now 4. Now do we get a 44 now? Hand. Do we get a 44.50? Hit 4,400 here now. Hand. Do we get a 44.50 to buy? Do we get a 44.50 to buy? Do we get a 44 and a half? Anybody else want to do her? Sold 4,400 right over there. 137. 4,400. Buyer 137. Sergeant Drilling. Thank you very much, Sergeants. Appreciate her. Lot number 7. In the barn. In the barn. Lot number 7, Dash and Gurmis right here. And how many dollars right here? Lot number 7. Hit 35,600 there. Now we get a 600 there. Now we get a 35 and 6. Now we get a 600 there. Now we get a 600 to buy. Now we get a 35 600 there. Now we get a 600 to buy. Now 7. Hit 3,700 there. Now we get a 700 to buy. Now we get a 37. Now we get a 700 there. Now we get a dollar down here. Now we get a 700 to buy. Now we get a 37. All 3,700. Hit 3,700 now. Wait. Now we get 800 there. Now we get 800 to buy. Now we get 800 there. Now 9. Now $4,000. Hit 4,000 now 1. Now we get a 4,100 there. Now 2. Now we get a 4,200 there. Now 3. Now we get a 4,300 there. Take a half. 4,250. Help you out. 4,250. Now 3. Hit 4,300 there. Now we get a 300 to buy. Now we get a 300 there. Now we get a dollar down here. Now we get a 300 to buy. Now we get a 4,300. Anybody else? Now half. New fire. 4,350. Hit 4,300 here. Now half. Now we get out to buy. Now we get a 4,300 here. Now half. Now we get out to buy. Now we get a 43 and 50. Sold 4,300 right there. Front row. Buyer 156 and 155. Exeter Feeders and Breeders and Variety Ag. Thank you very much, both of you. Appreciate it. Lot number 8. It's going to be Knox Geiger right here. Lot number 8. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 35,600 there? Hit 6 and 7 out. Do we get a 700 there? Do we get a 7 now? 8. Do we get 800 now? 9. Do we get a 900 there? Do we get a 3,900 there? Do we get 8 9? Do we get a 900 now? $4,000 now? 41. 41 now 2. Hit 42 and 3. Do we get a 3 and 4? Do we get a 44 and 5? Do we get a 500 there? Down 600 there. Do we get a 4,600 there? Take a half. 45.50. Hit 45.50 now 600. Now do we get a 4,600 now half? Do we get a 46.50 to buy? Do we get a 4,600 here half? Now 7. Now do we get a 4,700 there? Do we get a 700 to buy? Anybody else want to do her? 4,700 one time. 4,700. Sold 46.50 right over there. Buyer 159. 46.50 159. Generation Insurance. Thank you very much, Generation Insurance. Lot number 9. Lot number 9 is Ellie Janning right here. Lot number 9, Ellie Janning, 35,600 there. Hit 35,600 there. Do we get a 600 to buy? Do we get a 35,600 there? Do we get a 600 down 7? Now do we get a 700 there? Do we get a 700 to buy? Do we get a 37? Now wait. Now do we get 800 there? Down 9. 3,900. Hit 39 now. $4,000. Now do we get a 39 now? $4,000. 4,000 now 1. Now do we get a 4,100? Internet, you didn't make it. Got to be 41. Hit 4,100 there. Do we get a 100 to buy? Now we get a 100 there. Now we get a 1. Now 2. Now do we get a 4,200 there? Internet. 4,200. Hit 4,200 there. Do we get a 1 to 2? 2. Now 3. Now we get a 42 and 3. Do we get a 300 there? Do we get a 43? Internet, you're out. Got to be 4,300. Now 4. Now do we get a 4,400? Now 5. Internet, 4,500. Hit 4,500 there. Do we get a 500 to buy? Do we get a 4,500? Internet, you got to be 45. You want to do her? Yes or no? Matt, 4,500, 500. Now 600 there. Hit 600 there. Do we get a 45? 600 there. Do we get a 45? Now do we get a 600 there? Do we get a 600 to buy? Do we get a 45? 600. Anybody else want to do her? Sold 4,500 on the internet. 4,500 on the internet. Buyer 600. Norder Ag. Norder Ag, thank you very much. Norders, appreciate her. Lot number 10. Lot number 10 is going to be Hudson Lefevre. Lot number 10, Hudson Lefevre. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 37,800 there? Hit 800 down 9. Do we get a 900 there down? $4,000 down 1. And do we get a 4,100 down 2? Do we get a 2 down 3? Do we get a 3 and 4? Do we get a 400 there down 5 down 600 down 7? Hit 4,700 there. Do we get a 700 to buy? Do we get a 4,700 now? Do we get a 6 and 7? Now do we get a 700 there? Do we get a 4,700s all? Now wait. 800 there down 9. Do we get a 49? 900 there. Do we get a 900 to buy? Do we get a 49? Take a half. 850, 4850 to buy. Do we get 800 here? Now half. Help you out one time. 4850. All internets are out. 48 and 50. Sold 4,800. Your way, Brad. Buyer 139. Buyer 139. 4,800. Mark Kimbrough, thank you much. Mark, appreciate her. Lot number 11 is going to be Lawson Lefevre right here. Lot number 11, Lawson Lefevre. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 37,800 there? Now 9. Now do we get a 39 now? $4,000 now 1. Now do we get a 41 and 2? Do we get a 200 there? Down 3. Hit 43 and 4. Do we get a 400 now 5? Do we get a 45, 600 there? Down 7. Now do we get a 4,700 there? Now wait. 800 down 9. Now do we get a 4,900 there? Take a half. 4,850. Hit 4,800 here now. Hand. Do we get out to buy? We're out in the back. 4,850. Help you out one time. 4,800 here now. How do we get out to buy? Do we get a 4,850? Anybody else want to do her? 48 and 50. Sold 4,800 right down there. 4,800. Put it on buyer 118. 4,800 buyer 118. Weaver Pharmacy. Thank you very much, Weavers. In the barn. Lot number 12, lot number 12, Trevin Shrehans right here, lot number 12. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 36 and 7? Now wait, do we get 800 there? Do we get 800 to buy? Do we get 800 there? Hit 3,800. Here to get 800, about to get 800, there to get 800, about to get a 38, now 9, 39, now $4,000, now 1, now 2, 4,200 there to get a 200, there to get a 41, 2, to get a 200, there to get a 2, now 3, to get a 4,300, there to get a 2 and 3, hit 4,300 there, take a half, 4,250, 4,200 here now, had to get out about to get a 42 and a half, now 3, 4,300's all, hit 4,300 there to get a 300, now half, 4,350, 4,300 here now, had to get out about to get a 43 and 50, you want to do her 43.50, now 4, hit 4,400 there to get a 400 there, 4,400 there to get a 3 and a half and 4 to get a 44, now half, 44.50, now 5, now to get a 4,500 there to get a 500, about to get a 4,500 there to get a 500, now half, 45 and 50, hit 4,500 here, now half, now 600 there, now to get a 4,600 there to get a half and 6, now to get a 4,600 there to get a 600 to buy, now half, 46.50, anybody else want to try it, 46.50, so 4,600, your way, Brad. Buyer 150. 4,600, 150. Smith Trenching, thank you very much. Smith Trenching, lot 13, last one here in the beef division right here. Lot number 13 is going to be Tucker Sveck. You bet, right here, lot 13, and how many dollars right here to get a 35,600 there? Hit 35,600 there, last chance, 35,600 there to get a 600 to buy, down 7, now wait, 800 there, now 9, 3,900, 39, now $4,000, hit 4,000, now 1, and we get a 41, a 2, we get a 200 there, down 3, we get a 4,300, down 4, now we get a 400, down 5, we get a 4,500 there, down 600 there, we get a 45 and 50, hit 4,500 here, now had, we get out about, we get a 4,500 here, now had, we get out about, we get a dollar down here, we get out about, we get a 45 and 50, anybody else want to try it? 45 and 50. So 4,500 right back there. Buyer 146. 4,500, 146. Farmers and Merchants, Milligan. Thank you very much. Turn to the page. Right into the sheep, right? Right into the sheep, right here, right into the sheep. We're going to go lot number 1 in the sheep. Right here is going to be Ava Kerwood. Ava Kerwood, right here in the sheep division. And how many dollars right here? Lot number 1 here. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 2 to buy? Do we get a dollar down here? Do we get a 2 to buy? Do we get a who get 500 there? Hit 500 there, we get a 500 to buy, we get a 500 there, we get a 500 to buy, we get a 500, down 600 there, 600 to buy, now we get a 600 there, we get a 600 to buy, money's on, we're gone, now 7, hit 700, now wait, 800 there, we get 800 to buy, we get a dollar down here, we get 800 to buy, we get a dollar down here, we get 800 to buy, now 9, 900's all, hit 900 there, we get 8, 9, 900 there, we get a 900 to buy, take a half, one time, 850, 850 to buy, now 900, now half, 950, Bill, you're out, 950, hit 900 here, we get out to buy, we get a 950 there, we get a 50, now $1,000, $1,000 bill, $1,000 bill, they're going to get a 1,000 to buy. Now we get a $1,000 bill, they're going to get 1,000. Now 1,050, 1050, 1050. Anybody else want to try it? 1050, 1,050. Anybody else want to do it? So $1,000 your way, Brad. $1,000 buyer 153. Quality Builders, Aspergen Repair, and Sutton Irrigation. Thank you very much, folks. Appreciate it. Lot number 2 is going to be Haley Miller. Haley Miller, right here, lot number 2. And how many dollars right here do we get a 7? Now wait, 800 there, down 9. Now we get to 900 there, down $1,000 bill there. $1,000 bill now 1,100. 1,100 there, now 12. Now we get to 1,200 there, down 13. 1,300 there, we get to 1,300. Hit 1314. Now we get to 1,400 there, Brad, you're out. 1,400. Now we get to 13, 14, 1,400 there, we get to 1,400 there. Take a half one time. 1,350. Anybody help you out? 1,350. 1,300 here now half. We get out to buy. We get to 1,350 to buy. We get to 1,300 here now half. Now 14. Now 1450. 1450, Brad. 1450. Hit 1,400 here now. Had. We get out of buy. We get a 1,400 here now. Had. We get out of buy. We get a 14 and 50. Sold 1,400 right down here. 1,400. Put it on buyer 126. Buyer 126. Fortify Group. Thank you very much. Lot number 3. Carson Sperling, lot number 3, Carson Sperling, you bet. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 7? 800 there. 800 to buy, do we get a 7, 8. Now do we get 800 there, now 9. Now we get a 900 there, do we get a 900 to buy, do we get a 900 there, do we get a 900 to buy, do we get 8, 9. Money's on, 900, 900's all. Hit 900 to buy, do we get a 900 there, do we get a 900 there, take a half, 850 one time. 800 here, do we get out to buy, do we get 850 there, do we get a 50 to buy, now 900. Now 900, now 950, 950, 950, now $1,000 bill. Hit $1,000 bill, now 50,000, 50, 1050, 1050 to buy, do we get a $1,000 down here, do we get a 50 to buy, do we get a 1050. Anybody else want to do her? 1,050. Sold $1,000 your way. Buyer 101, $1,000 buyer 101. Weaver Repair, thank you very much. Weaver Repair, lot number 4, It's going to be Neva Sperling right here. Lot number 4. And how many dollars right here? Do we get it to the bottom? We get a 7. 800 there. 800 to bottom. We get 800 there. Do we get 800 to bottom? We get 800 there. Do we get a dollar down here? Do we get 800 to bottom? We get 800 there. Do we get a 7? 800's all. 800 to buy. Now 9. 900 there. Do we get a 900? You in the front row, Bill. 900. 8 9. Do we get to take a half? 850. You're out. 850 down 9. 900 there. Do we get a 900 to buy? Do we get a 900 there? Do we get a 900 to bottom? We get a dollar down here. Do we get a 900? Anybody else want to try it? 900. 900. You're out. Got to be 9. 900. Now half. 950. Now $1,000. I got him. Now 1,050. Now 1,100. 1,100 there. Do we get 1,100 to buy? Do we get 1,100 there? Do we get a dollar down here? 1,100. Anybody else want to do her? 1,100. Sold 1,050 right over there. Buyer 161. 1,050, 161. Aurora Co-op. Thank you very much, Aurora Co-op. Lot number 5's Creighton Sperling. Lot number 5, and how many dollars right here? 7, 800 there. 800 to bottom, we get 800 there. Do we get 800 now? Do we get 800 now? 9, 900 there. Do we get a 900 to bottom? We get a dollar down here. Do we get a 900 to bottom? We get 8, 9, 900, 900. Anybody else want to do or take a half one time? 850 down 9, 900 there now half. 950, 950. Internet's out. 950. Got to be 950. Internet, yes or no? 950, 950. 900 here. Do we get down to bottom? We get to 950 there. Internet, you're out. 950, 950. Anybody else want to do her? 950 one time. 950. Internets are out. 950. Anybody else want to do her? Sold 900 right out there. Buyer number 132. Buyer 132. Sutton Vet Clinic. Thank you very much. Lot number 6, Evelyn Ricks. Evelyn Ricks, lot number 6. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 2 to bottom? We get a 7, 800 there. 800 down 9, 900 there. Do we get to 900 to buy? Now $1,000. $1,000 bill. Brad's out. Now 1,100. 1,100 down 12. Hit 1,200 there. Down 13. 13, 1,400 there. Do we get a 1,400 to buy? Do we get a 1,400 there? Do we get a 1,400? Take a half. Brad, help you out. 1,350. Hit 1,350 to buy. Now 1,400. Now half. 1,450. Hit 1,400 here. Do we get out to buy? Do we get a 1,450 to buy? Do we get a 1,400 here? Now we get out to buy. Do we get a 1,450? Anybody else want to do her? 1,450 one time. 1,400 here. Now half. Sold 1,400 straight away. Buyer 142. 1,400. Buyer 142. Dorchester. Dorchester Co-op. Thank you very much. Lot number 7. Lot number 7 is going to be Blake Nunn. Lot number 7. You bet. And how many dollars right here? Do we get it to the bottom? We get a 7. 800 there. Hit 7, 8 now 9. 900 there. Do we get to 900 to the bottom? We get to 900 there. Do we get to 900? Now $1,000. $1,000 bill. Now 11. 1,100. 1,100 there. Now 12. Do we get to 1,200 there? Do we get to 12? Now 13. 1,300 there. Now 14. Hit 1,400 there. Do we get to 1,400? Now 15. 1,500 there. Do we get to 1,500 to bottom? We get to 14. 15. Take a half. Help you out, Bill. 1,450. Hit 1,400 here. Do we get out to bottom? We get to 1,450. Now 1,500. 1,500 there. Do we get to 1,500 to bottom? We get to 14 and a half. 1,500 there. Do we get a 1,500 about? We get a 1,500. Anybody else want to do her? Sold 1,450 right back there, and that's buyer 143. North Point Insurance. Thank you very much, North Point. Lot number 8, Caitlin Kirchhoff. Lot number 8, Caitlin Kirchhoff. Kelton. Sorry about that. Kelton Kirchhoff. You bet. Right here. And how many dollars right here do we get a 2 to buy? I should put them glasses on. Maybe I could read. Lot number 8. And how many dollars right here do we get a 7? 800 there. Now we get 800 to buy. Do we get 800? Now 9. 900 there. Do we get a 900 to buy? Do we get a 900 there? Do we get a dollar down here? Now $1,000. Hit $1,000 there. Do we get a 1,000? $1,000 there. Do we get a 1,000 to buy? Do we get a $1,000 there? Do we get a 1,000 to buy? Do we get a $1,000 there? Do we get a 1,000 to buy? Do we get a $1,000 there? Take a half. 950. Anybody want to do her? 950. Now $1,000. Now 1,050. 1,050 to buy. Do we get a 1,050 there? Do we get a 1,050 to buy? Do we get a 1,050? Anybody else want to do her? 1,050. Anybody else want to try it? 1,050. Sold $1,000 bill. Your way, Bill. $1,000. 142. 142. Dorchester Co-op. Thank you very much. Once again, appreciate it. Lot number 9. Last one in the sheep. Jada Sperling right here, lot number 9. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 7? 800 there. 800 to buy. Do we get 800 there? Do we get 800 there? Down 9. 900 there. Do we get to 900 to buy? Do we get to 900 there? Do we get 8? 900's all. Hit 900 there. Do we get to 900 to buy? Take a half. 850. 850 to buy. Do we get 8 half? Now 9. 900 there. 900 there. Do we get to 900 to buy? Do we get 8 and a half? Now 9. 900. Now half. 950. 950. Internet's out. Now $1,000. $1,000 bill. All internets are out. Now 1,050. Internet 1,050. Hit 1,050 there. Do we get a 1,050 to buy? Do we get a 1,050 there? Do we get a 1,050 to buy? Internet, you're out. 1,050. Anybody else want to try it? 1,050. Yes or no? Internet, 1,050. Now 1,100. Now 1100. 1100 there to get 1100 to buy. To get 1100 there to get 1100 to buy. To get 1050. 1100. 1100 there to get 1100 to buy. Sold 1050. Your way, Bill. 1050. Put it on buyer. 158. 158. Geneva Tire, Graham Storage, and Beathy Appraisal. You bet. Thank you very much, all three of you. Moving on to the meat goats, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the meat goats. Could you open that up? You bet. On the meat goats, lot number one. Lot number one in the meat goats is going to be Lauren Richards right here. This is your FFA Grand Champion meat goat. Right here, your FFA Grand Champion meat goat. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a $2 to buy? Do we get $1 down here? Do we get a 5? 600 there. Hit 6 and 7. Now do we get a 700 there? Do we get a 700 there? Do we get a 7? Now wait. 800 there. Now 9. 900 down. $1,000 bill there. Now 11. Now 12. Now we get a 1200 down. 13. 1300 there. Now 14. Hit 1400 there. Do we get a 1400? Now do we get a 1400 there? All the internets are out. Got to be 1400. Now 15. Hit 1500 there. Do we get a 1500 there? Do we get a 14? 15. I'm on the internet. 14. 15. Everybody in the seats are out. 1500. Take a half. One time. 1450. Hit 1400 here now. Had. We get out of buy. We get a 1400 here now. Had. We get out of buy. We get a 1450. Anybody else want to do it? So 1400 on the internet. 1400 on the internet. CPI. Thank you very much. Buyer 605. CPI. Thank you. Lot number 2's Carson Williams right here. Lot number 2, Carson Williams. And how many dollars right here? $1,000 bill there. Hit $1,000 bill there to get a 1,000 to buy. To get a $1,000 bill there to get a 1,000 to buy. To get a $1,000 bill there to get a 1,000 to buy. To get a $1,000 bill there to get a 1,000. 7.5. Now 800. Money's on. Now 850. 850 to buy. To get internet's out. 850. 850 to buy. To get 850 to buy. Now 9. 900 there to get a 900. Now half. 950. Now $1,000. Now 1,050. 1,050. 1,050. Internets are all out. You got to be 1,050 on the internet. Now 1100. Hit 1100 there. Now 1100. Now half. 1150. 1150 to buy. To get 1100 here. Now half. Now 12. 1200 there. To get a 1200 to buy. Internets are all out. Got to be 1200. Internet, yes or no? 1200. Hit 1200 there. To get a 1200 to buy. To get 11 to half. Now 12. 1200 there. To get a 1200 to buy. All internets are out. You got to be 1200. Internet, you want to do her? Click yes. 1200. Hit 1200 there. To get a half. And 12. 1200 there. To get 11 to half. Now 12. I'm in the back. 11 and a half. 12. 1200 there. To get a 1200. So 11 and a half. 1150. 170, buyer 170. Alfs, thank you very much, Alfs. Once again, appreciate it. Lot number 3, Meredith Vandewall right here. Lot number 3. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 7.5? 800 there. 800 there. Now had. Do we get 850 down 9? 900 there. 900 to buy. Do we get 8.5? 900. 900 there. Do we get a 900 there? Do we get $1,000? Now 1,050. Now 1,100. Internet 1,100. Hit 1,100 there. Internet's you're out. 1,100. Got to be 1,100. Internet 1,050. 1,100. Now 12. Hit 1,200 there. Do we get a 1,200? Now 13. 1,300 there. Do we get a 12 and 13? Internets are out. 12 and 13. 1,300 there. Do we get a 1,300 there? Do we get a 12 and 13? 1,300 there. Do we get a 13? I'll take 12 and a half. Internet, yes or no? 1250. 1250 to buy. Do we get a 1,200 here now? How? Do we get a 12 and a half to buy? Do we get a 1250 to buy? Do we get a 12 and a half to buy? Anybody want to do her? 12 and a half. Internet, yes or no? 1250. So 12 and a half. 1,200 right over there. 1,200. Buyer 148. 1,200. Keswick Milling, thank you very much. Lot number 4. Lot number 4 is Reagan Williams right here. This is your reserve champion 4-H meat goat right here. Lot number 4. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 7.5? 800 there. Do we get 800? Now half. Now 9. 900 there. Do we get a 900 to buy? Now 950. 950. Now $1,000. Now 1,050. Now 1,100. 1,100 there. 1,100 to buy. Do we get 1,100 there? Now half. 1,150. Now 12. Hit 1,200. 1,200. Now half. 1,250. Hit 1,250 to buy. Do we get a 1,250 to buy? Now we get a 1,200 here. Now half. Do we get a 1,250 to buy? All internets are out. You got to be 1,300. Internet 12 and a half. 1,300's all. Hit 1,300 there. Do we get a 12 and a half? 1,300. All internets are still out. 1,300. Hit 12 and a half. Now do we get a 1,300 there? Do we get a 1,300 to buy? Do we get a 1,300 there? Do we get a 12 and a half? 1,300. Brad's in the lead. 12 and a half. 1,300. Anybody else want to do her? So 1,250 your way. 1,250 your way. Buyer 146. 1,250. 146. Farmers and Merchants in Milligan. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Lot number 5. Lot number 5, Sarah Betcher, right there, you bet. And how many dollars right here? Lot number 5. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 7.5, 800, there, do we get 800, now have, now 9, 900, now have, now $1,000. Hit $1,000 bill now, 50, 10, 50, now 1100, 1100, there, do we get 1100, now have, 1150, 1150 to buy, do we get 1100 here, now have, now 12, 1200, internet, 1200, now have, 1250, down 13. Hit 1300, there, do we get a 1300, 12.5, now do we get a 1300, now do we get a 12.5, 1300, bills in the lead, 1300, 12.5, 13. Now half. He said yes. 1350. Now 1400. 1400. Now you're out again. Now half. 1450. Now 1500. Hit 1500 here. Now half. Now 16. 1600 there. Do we get a 1600 to buy? Do we get a 15 half? Now do we get a 1600 to buy? Do we get a 1600? Anybody else want to do her? Sold 1550 right over here. Buyer 142. 1550. Buyer 142. Dorchester Co-op. Thank you much again. Appreciate it. Lot number 6, here's the last one in the meat goats. Lot number 6, Walker Williams, right here. And how many dollars right here? Do we get 800 now? Have 800 here. Do we get out to buy? Do we get 8.5 now? 9, 900 now? Have now? We get how to buy? Do we get 950 now? $1,000 now? 1,050 now? 1,100 internet. 1,100 hit 1,100 to buy. Do we get 1050? 1,100 now? Have 1,150. 1,150. I got the internet in the lead now. 1,200 internet now. 12.5 hit 1,250 now. 1,300. 1,300 now? Have 1,350 hit 1,300 here now? Have. Do we get a 1,300 here? Do we get out to buy? All internets are out. 1,350 internet. Yes or no? Click yes. 1,350 hit 1,300 here. Do we get out to buy? Do we get a 1,350 to buy? Do we get a 1,300 here? Do we get out to buy? Do we get a 1,350? Anybody else want to do her? 1,350. Sold 1,300. Your way, Brad. 1,300. Randy, what's your number? 133. 133. Family Medical Center. Thank you very much, Family Medical Center. Appreciate it. Turn to the page. Tell me when you're ready. All right. Moving into the swine division, lot number 1, Riggins Ozenbar right here. This is your reserve champion FFA market gilt. Lot number 1, Riggin Ozenbar, right here. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a $2 to buy? Do we get a $1 down here? Do we get a $2 to buy? Do we get a $2 down there? Do who give $1,000 there? Hit $1,000 bill there. Do we get a 1,000? Now do we get a $1,000 bill there? Do we get a $1,000 bill there? Do we get $1,000? Now 1,100, 1,100 there. Do we get 1,100 now? 12. Hit 1,200 there. Do we get a 1,200 to buy? Do we get 11 to 12? Do we get a 12 down? 13. 1,300 down. 14. 1,400 there. Do we get a 1,400 to buy? Do we get a 13? 1,400 there. Do we get a 1,400 to buy? Take a half. 1,350. Help you out. Hit 1,350 to buy. Do we get a 1,300 here? Do we get out to buy? Do we get a 1,350? Anybody else want to do her? 1,350. Sold 1,300 right back there. Buyer 140. Mershman Seed. Thank you very much, Mershmans. Lot number 2, Titus Peterson. Lot number 2, Titus Peterson, right here. And how many dollars right here? We get 800 now half. Hey, have now 900 there. We get a 900 now half. 950 down, $1,000, $1,000 bill there. We get 1,000 down 50 now 1,100. 1,100 there. We get 1,100 to buy. Now 1,150. 1,150 to buy. We get 1,100 here. We get out to buy. We get 1,150 now 12. 1,200. Got to be 1,200 now half. Now 13. 1,300 now half. Now 14. 1,400 here. We get a 1,400 there. All internets are out. 1,400. Hit 13 half now 14. Randy's in the lead. 13 half. 1,400 there. We get a 1,400 to buy. We get a 1,400 to buy. We get a 14. Anybody else want to do her? Sold 1,350 right over there. 1,350. Buyer 135. Babel Agency. Thank you very much, Babel Agency. Lot number 3 is Colton Mum. This is your reserve champion 4-H market burro right there. Lot number 3. And how many dollars right here? And what do you get here? $1,000, 1,100 there. Be careful, 1,100. Now 12. Now do we get a 12 and 13, 14, 1,500. Now 16. Now 17, 1,700 there. Now 18, 1,800 there. Do we get 1,800 there? Do we get a 17, 1,800 there? Take a half, 1,750. Hit 1,750 to buy. Do we get a 1,700 here? Now hand. Do we get a 1,750 to buy? Do we get a 1,700 here? Now hand. Do we get how to buy? Do we get a 1,700 here? Do we get out to buy? Do we get a $1 down here? Do we get out to buy? Do we get a 1,750? Sold 1,700. Your way, Brad. 1,700. 137, 137. Sergeants, I believe. Sergeants, thank you once again, Sergeants. Sure do appreciate it. Lot number 4, Jackson Schmidt, right here. This is your reserve champion 4-H market hog. Lot number 4, Jackson Schmidt, right here. And how many dollars right here? Give $1,000 there. Hit $1,000. Not over there. Let me get 1,000 to buy. Let me get 1,000 now. 11. Now 12. Now we get a 12 and 13. 1,300 there. Now we get a 13. 14. Now we get a 1,400 there. Down 15. 1,500 there. Now 16. Hit 1,600 there. Now we get a 1,600 there. Take a half. 1,550. Hit 1,500 here. Half. Now 1,600. We're out in the back. 1,600. 1,600 there. Now we get a 1,600 there. Now we get a dollar down here. Now half. 1,650. Hit 1,600 here. Now we get out to buy. Now we get a 1,600 here. Now we get out to buy. Now we get a 1,600 here. Now we get out to buy. Now we get a 1,650. Anybody else want to do her? 1,650. Sold 1,600 in the back. 1,600, and that's going to go to buyer number 166. Bubba's anytime. Thank you very much as always. Appreciate it. Lot number 5. Allison Mooseman right here, lot number 5, Allison Mooseman. And how many dollars right here do we get? Who give $1,000 there? Hit $1,000 there, do we get 1,000 to buy? Do we get $1,000 there? Do we get 1,000 to buy? Do we get 1,000? Now 1,100, thank you. Now 12. Hit 1,200 there, do we get a 1,200 to buy? You're out in the back. 12, 13, 1,300 now 14, now 15, now 1,600, now 17. Hit 1,700 there, do we get a 1,700? Take a half. Now 1,700. You're out, Bill. 1,700. Hit 1,700 there, do we get a 1,700? 1,700 now half. 1,750. 1,750 to buy. Do we get a $1,000 down here? Do we get a 1,750? Anybody else want to do her? 1,750 one time. 1,750. Sold 1,700. Right back there. 1,700. 162. 1,700. Buyer 162. Heartland Bank. Thank you very much. Lot number 6. Mackenzie Mum right here. This is your reserve champion FFA Market Burrow right there. Lot number 6. And how many dollars right here? Do we get $1,000 there? $1,000 bill. Now 11, 11. Now 12. Now we get a 12 and 13. 1,300 there. Hit 1,300 there. Do we get a 12 and 13? 1,400. 1,400 down 15. 15, 1,600. Hit 1,600 there. Now 17. 1,700 there. All internets are out. 1,700. Take a half. 1,650. Help you out. Hit 1,600 here. Do we get out to buy? Do we get a 1,650? I'm in the back. 1,600. Now half. Now do we get a 1,600? Now do we get out to buy? Now 1,700. Now 1,700. We're out in the back. 1,700. Hit 1,700 there. Do we get a dollar down here? Do we get a 1,700 there? Do we get a 1,700? One more time. You want to do her? Yes or no? 1,700. Sold 1,650 right up here. 129. 1,650. Buyer 129. Shinholtz Ag. Thank you very much. Lot number 7. Is that Salea Peterson. Selah Peterson, you bet. Lot number 7. And how many dollars right here? Give $1,000 there. $1,000 out of there. Do we get 1,000 to buy? Now 1,100. 1,100 there. Do we get 1,100 to buy? Do we get 1,100 now? 12. Hit 1,200 down 13. 1,300 down 1,400 down 15. 1,500 there. Do we get a 1,500 to buy? Now 16. Hit 1,600 there. Do we get a 1,600 to buy? Do we get a 1,600 there? Internets are all out. You got to be 1,600. Internet, yes or no? Take 1,550. 1,500 here. Do we get out to buy them again? 1,550 to buy. Money's in the seats. Now 1,600. Hit 1,600 there. Now half. 1,650. 1,600 here. Do we get half? Now 1,700. Internet. Hit 1,700 there. Do we get a 1,700 to buy? All internets are out. You got to be 1,700. Hit 1,700 there. Do we get a 1,700 to buy? Do we get a 1,700 there? Do we get internet? You want to do her? Click yes. 1,700. You want to do her one time? 1,700. Sold 1,650 right out there. Buyer 142. 1,650. Buyer 142. Dorchester Co-op. Thank you once again. Lot number 8. Lot number 8. It's Colin Schmidt. This is your champion home born and fed right here. Lot number 8. And how many dollars right here? Give $1,000 there. $1,000 there. Do we get 1,000 now? 11. Now 12. Do we get a 1,200 there? Do we get a 12 to buy? Now 13. 1,300 there. Do we get a 1,300? Hit 13. 1,400 there. Now we get a 1,400 now. 15. 1,500 there. Now 16. 1,600 there. Now 17. Hit 1,700 there. Do we get a 1,700 there? Take 1,650. Internet. You want to do her? 1,650. Now 1,700. Hit 1,700. Now half. 1,750. Hit 1,700 here. Do we get out to buy? I'm on the internet now. You got to be 1,750 in the seat. 1,750. Hit 1,700 here. Do we get out to buy? Do we get a 1,750 to buy? Do we get a 1,750? Anybody else want to do her? 1,750. Sold 1,700 on the internet. Buyer 604 on the internet. Buyer 604. Yeah, but it'd be international, right? Thank you, Bruce, on the internet. Pretty sure it's international. Lot number 9. Lot number 9. Geneva implement, you bet. That's what we were looking for. Just took a little time. And how many dollars right here? Lot number 9. And how many dollars right here? Give $1,000 there. Hit $1,000 bill there. Double get 1,000 to buy. Double get $1,000 bill now. 1,100 now. 12. Double get a 1,200 there. Double get a 1,200 there. Double get a 12 and 13. 1,300. I'm on the internet. 12, 1,300 now. 14 internet now. 15. 1,500 there. Double get a 1,500 to buy. Double get a 1,500 there. All internets are out. You got to be 1,500. Hit 1,500 there. Double get a 15. I'll take 1,450 down. 1,500. 1,500 there now, half 1,550. Hit 1,550 down. 1,600. 1,600 there. Double get $1 down here. Double get a 1,600 there. Double get a 1,600 to buy. Double get a 1,550. 1,600. Anybody else want to do her? 1,600. Sold 1,550. 1,550. Buyer 129. 1,550. Shinholtz Ag. Shinholtz Ag. Lot number 10. Lot number 10 is going to be Barrett White. Lot number 10 is going to be Barrett White right here. $1,000, 1,100, 1,100 there. Gonna get 1,100 to buy. Now 12. Now I'm gonna get a 1,200 there. Gonna get a 1,200 to buy. I'm gonna get a 12 and 13, 1,300. Hit 1,300 to buy. Now 14, 1,400 there. Down 15, 1,500 there. Gonna get a 1,500 now. 1,500 to buy. I'm gonna get a 15, 1,600. Hit 16 now. 17, 1,700 there. Gonna get a 17, 18, 18 now. 19, 1,900. Hit 1,900 there. Gonna get a 1,900 to buy. I'm gonna get a 1,900 to buy. I'm gonna take 1,850. Internet. All internets are out. You got to be 1,850. 1,800 here to get out to buy. To get 1,850 to buy. Internet, you want to do her 1,850? Yes or no? One time 1,850. Sold 1,800. Your way, Brad. 1,800. 142. I'm sorry, I keep mixing you guys up. 142. Dorchester Co-op. Dorchester Co-op. Thank you once again. We appreciate it. Lot number 11 is Mara Reich, and this is your reserve champion 4-H market gilt right here. Lot number 11. And how many dollars right here? 1,000, 1,100 there. Hit 11 now. 12. Now we get a 1,200 there. We get a 12 and 13, 13, 1,400 now. 15, 1,500 there. We get a 15, 16, 1,600 now. 17. Hit 1,700 now. 18, 1,800 there. We get 1,800 to buy. We get a 17, 1,800 there. Take a half one time. 1,750 now. 1,800 now. Half 1,850. Brad 1,850. 1,800 here. We get out to buy. We get all internets are out. 1,850. 1,850 to buy. We get 1,850 to buy. Anybody else want to do her? Sold 1,800 right up here. 1,800. Your way, Bill. Buyer 142 again. Dorchester Co-op. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Lot number 12. Lot number 12. Rustin Ozenbaugh right here. Lot number 12. And how many dollars right here? $1,000 there. And $1,000 bill now. 1,100 there. 1,100 there. We get 1,100 to buy. Now 12, 13, 1,300 there. Now 14, 1,400 there. We get a 1,400. Now we get a 14, 1,500 there. We get a 1,500. Now 16, 1,600's all. Hit 16 now. 17, 1,700 there. We get a 1,700 there. We get a 1,700. I'm on the internet. You're all out in the seats. Got to be 1,700. Hit 1,700 there. We get a 1,700. 1,700 there. Take a half one time. 1,650 help you out. Now 1,700. Hit 1,700 there. We get 100 there. Now half. 1,750 to buy. We get a 1,700 here now. Half. You're all out in the seats again. 1,750. Hit 1,750 to buy. We get a 1,700 here now. Half. 1,750 to buy. We get a 1,750. Sold 1,700 on the internet. Buyer 602. 1,700 on the internet. Buyer 602. Integrity Ag. Thank you very much. Lot 13's Addison Mum. Lot 13, Addison Mum. You bet. 11, 1,200 there. Hit 1,200 there. We get a 12 and buy. Now we get a 1,200 there. Down 1,300. 1,300 to buy. We get a 13, 1,400 down. 15, 1,600 down. 17, 1,700 there. We get a 1,700. Hit 17, 18, 18, 1,900. 1,900 there. Down $2,000. Hit $2,000 down there. We get a $2,000 here. We get a $2,000 there. We take a half one time. 1,950. Anybody else want to do it? 1,950, 1,900 here. I'm way in the back. 1,900 now half. 1,900 here. We get out to buy. We get the internet's out. 1,950. Anybody else want to do it? Sold 1,900 right back there. That's buyer 127. 1,900. Buyer 127. Ingle Cattle Company. Thank you very much. C&J Ingle Cattle Company. You bet. In the barn, Lisa, please. In the barn. Lot 14 is going to be Hannah Peterson. Hannah Peterson right here. And how many dollars right here? Do we get $1,000? 11 now 12. Now do we get a 1,200 there? Do we get a 12 and 13? 13, 1,400. Hit 14, 1,500 there. Do we get a 1,500? Now 16. Now 17. 17 now 18. 1,800 there. Down 19. 1,900 there. Now $2,000. Now do we get a $2,000 here? Take a half. 1,950. Internet 1,950. Hit 1,900 here. Do we get out to buy? Do we get a 19? I got you in. Yes. 1,900 now half. 1,950 to buy. Do we get a 19? I'll clean it up. 1,950. Hit 1,900 here. Do we get out to buy? Do we get a 1,950 to buy? Do we get a 19? 50. Sold 1900 right over there. 152. 1900. 152. Perfect Circle Irrigation. Thank you very much. In the barn. Lot 15. Lot 15's Madison Mooseman right here. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 12, 1300 there? Hit 12, 1300 there. Do we get a 1300 about? Do we get a 12, 13, 1400 down 15, 1500 down 16. Hit 16, 1700 down 18, 1800 there. Do we get 1800 to buy? Take a half, 1750. Hit 1700 here. Do we get a half? Now 18, 1800 there. Do we get 1800 about? Do we get 1800 down half, 1850. 1850 to buy. Do we get 1800 here? Do we get out about? Do we get 1850 to buy? Do we get 1800 here? Do we get out about? Do we get 1850 to buy? Internets are all out. 1850. Anybody else want to do it? Sold 1800. Your way, 1800. In the barn. Buyer, what was that? 118. 118. Weaver Pharmacy. Thank you very much. Up next, lot 16 is going to be Barrett Mooseman. You bet, right here, lot 16. Lot 16, 12, 1300 there. Hit 1300 there. To get a 1300 down 14. 1400 there down 1500. 16, 1600 there, down 17, 17, 1800 there, 1800 about to get 1800 about to get to take a half, 1750, hit 1700 here to get out about to get to 1750, 1750 to buy to get to 1750, you got it, right. Now 1800, now 1850. Now 1850, 1800 here to get out about to get 1850 to about to get 1800 here to get out about to get 1850. You want to do it again? Yes or no? 1850. Anybody else want to do it? 1850. Sold 1800 right over here. Put it on buyer 169. Ohio Cafe, thank you very much. Lot 17, Kason Kirchhoff right there. You bet. Lot 17. And how many dollars right here? Do we get a 12, 1300 there? Hit 1300 there. Do we get a 1300 about? Do we get a 12, 13, 1300 there? Do we get a 13, 1400 all? Hit 1400 there. Do we get a 1400 there? Do we get a 1400 there? Do we get a 1400 about? Do we get a 14? Anybody else want to do it? 13, 1400s all. Hit 1400 there. Do we get a 14, 15, 1500 there? Down 16. Hit 1600 there. Do we get a 1600 about? Do we get a 15, 16? Down 1700. Now do we get a 1700? Take a half for you. 1650. Now 17. Hit 1700 there. Do we get a 1700? 1700 there. Do we get a 1700? Anybody else want to do it? Dollar down here. Do we get a 1700? Sold 1650 right over there. Buyer 165. 1650. Buyer 165. Tyler Williams, thank you very much, sir. Lot 18, Keenan Peterson. Lot 18, Keenan Peterson, right here. 12, 1300. Now 1300, 12 and 13. Now we get a 13, 14. Now we get a 1400 there, down 15. 1500 there, we get a 15, 1600. Hit 1600 down 17. 1700 there, we get a 1700. Now 18. 1800 there, we get 1800. You say here 18. Now 19. Now you're all out. 1900. Take a half. 1850. Help you out. 1850. 1800 here, we get out. I'm on the internet. 1850. 1850. Now we get 18 half. Now 1900. Internet. 1900. 1900 there, we get a 1900. About we get 18 half. 1900. Internets are all out. You got to be 1900. 1850, 1900, yes or no? 1900. Sold 1850 right over there. Put it on buyer 131. 1850, buyer 131. ARC Consulting, Justin Lovegrove, thank you very much. Last one of the day is going to be lot 19, and this is going to be Kegney Mooseman. Right here, lot 19, you bet, right here, last one, 12, 1300. Hit 1300 there, do we get a 1300. Now do we get a 12 and 1300 there, do we get a 1300. Now 14, 1400's all. Hit 1400 there, do we get a 14, 15. Now do we get a 1500, down 1600. 1600 down 17, 1700 down 18. 1800 there, do we get 1800. Take a half, 1750. I'm right down here, 1700, now half, 1750. Hit 1700 here, do we get out of bound, do we get a 1750. All internets are out, now 1800, 1800, now half, 1850. Internet's still out. 1850. 1850 to buy. We get 1800 here. Do we get out to buy? We get 1850. Anybody else want to do her? 1850. Sold 1800 right down here. That was buyer 142. 1800. Buyer 142. Dorchester Co-op. Thank you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the 2025 Fillmore County Livestock Auction. Thank you very much. Appreciate her.